Right, good afternoon, everybody. Gonna have a little talk here about latest news. CTV does the story. It's all on energy poverty. The letters from hundreds of academics around the world, of specific parts of the world, in fact. It's all Commonwealth, and it's all to destroy Canada's energy independence. Rape, pillage, plunder Canadian taxpayers. Absolute corruption of Justin Trudeau and Chrystia Freeland. And all you have to do is chase the letter. Wilkinson was professor at the University of Ottawa on climate change. I tagged Jordan Peterson in this for all of you who haven't been following Jordan Peterson. He just resigned officially from the University of Toronto. He gave up his faculty teaching. Why did he do that? So that he's free to speak openly without reprisal. Still, an issue exists that he's first class and he's a doctor and he's sworn to the crown. That's why he resigned, but it's not over, as they can pull his psychology license to practice psychology should he continue. Now he goes into the fact, what's important here, Canadians and First Peoples watching, especially for Six Nations, because I know there's a lot of educated folks there. We have the royal family through the Commonwealth Charter 2012, the usurpage of absolute international law of all UN states in the Commonwealth Charter, absolutely in gross violation of the UN Charter, which is overriding in 1945. The royal family is doing this backdoor deal with Commonwealth countries, and why is that? Most Commonwealth countries stole the crown after King George VI, Elizabeth's father, had abolished it. He made a deal with the United States of America and Russia to absolutely end all colonialism, all crown autocracy in the world. That was the deal. Or for countries like France and UK, as it is now, those countries would have rotted with Nazi Germany. And sure, USA and Russia would have went to war with Germany, Japan, and the Axis regardless. But today you would have seen UK and France not in the UNSCP-5. That's reality. That is what the deal was. Do you want to be a UNSCP-5 member? In our design of the world, which abolishes all NWO and all autocracy. That was the deal by one Joseph Stalin and Teddy Roosevelt. Signed, sealed, certified by Sir Winston Churchill, former Prime Minister of the United Kingdom of the time, and absolutely King George VI. Unfortunately, Winston Churchill and King George VI died before everything could be completed, especially for Canada. King George VI officially died while in the midst of doing Canada. The Liberals and the Conservatives jointly stole the crown for themselves upon his death. They even took our Supreme Court of Canada, which was an independent judiciary once in Canadian history, 1945 to 1952, and they took the stone chiseled in the name of King George VI and all he represented, and they chiseled Elizabeth, Queen Elizabeth, after the fact. She was not queen when the Supreme Court of Canada was built. It was King George VI. He stamped it officially. The stone is there. The Canadian government went ahead, corrupt Liberals and Conservatives, and chiseled her authority onto the stone after the fact. She was not queen until 1952. So that means it was done after the court was built. It's a disgrace. It's disgusting. It's damaging evidence for King's Court. But before I get on this runaway, what's the issue about? These 200 academics, along with Jordan resigning from the University of Toronto, we have the royal family ascending one of Ottawa's professors to the University of England. That's done by the royal family, sponsored, paid for. That University of Ottawa professor in climate change, just what Jordan Peterson was talking about. Professors either get on the program or they get lost. It's what Jordan's referencing. That's why he left, because he couldn't do his monumental work. We're hijacked, folks. Anything in international law must represent the royal family. For Liberals, Conservatives, NDP, Bloc, Green, the list goes on and on. For all elected or ever appointed lifetime politicians, which is almost all political parties federally, including Maxime Bernier, People's Party of Canada. These people are under it, and they agree as they receive their monies, and they get it regardless of whether they're serving in office or not. They're getting their monies stipulated by the royal family under the UN Charter 2012 so that all politicians keep their crown federally and provincially, because it was abolished, folks. It was abolished. Our court structure is not to be King's Court, meaning it's supposed to be an independent judiciary. Now, what does this letter mean? This letter means that these island countries, this new world order, NWO, everybody, almost 30% of the world's population, is demanding that Canada give up its energy independence in the name of the royal family and destroy it with no viable alternative in our harsh climate. It spells absolute bankruptcy of Canada. It's disgraceful, it's wrong, all so that the first-class politicians, federally and provincially, get to reign supreme forever, like gods over all of you. That's sick, depraved, and pathetic. Russia and USA have never and will never be down with this. Neither is China. France and UK are going to be addressed on this. Now, directly, are their governments involved? No. But there are royal families involved, and they are given a green light because of the politicians of the Commonwealth, those UN state heads who wish to keep the crown autocracy alive. It gives them unmeasurable power over your human rights. They piggyback on UNSCP 5 power. There's also corruption of the European Union here. I'm not going to get too much into that today, but just to let you all know, these academics are all bought and paid for. Sworn Commonwealth academics graduated in. They all have shitty positions in universities that don't really manifest any real jobs or a real path forward for employment. Not in any real countries. It's a joke. It's pathetic. It's all a narrative for island countries, which are royal families, wealthy citizens, first-class citizens who live all on the coast. I'm sorry, but you will find this truth throughout all countries. Island states is where you find all the wealthiest citizens in the world. And when you're dealing with a first-class citizenry, when I say that, that's Commonwealth citizenry, where you have a first, second, and third class. Worse than communism, because you have a living, breathing slave class. And for First Peoples, I don't say the word Indigenous. I stick to legal speak. I say Indian for Canada. Canada's Indian because legally that's what's in place. That's what the Crown has put in place. If you abandon that and you go with their narrative, you actually take away the legal rights of those people. And I say people because Canadian Indians, seated, unceded, Métis, and Inuit, are human beings no different than anybody else. The difference is they have a right to this country. They're unsettled. There's no sovereignty for them. They're not even treated on a level of real humanity. There's a big big settlement owed, a debt to be repaid, and the royal family continues in absolute, utter human rights atrocity. And all these politicians of these countries, you can look at the worst of the worst, ladies and gentlemen. Canada #1, Australia, New Zealand. Look at the First Peoples. I say that. Unfortunately, there's Aboriginals still there, the Aborigine, and I can't take that away. That is the legal speak. That is the racist legal speak that's there. This is the education coming this Sunday. You're all going to get to see it, but it's going absolutely to the United States of America, both Democrat and Republicans. It's going to Russia, and it's going to go to everybody, but it's targeted specifically for them in the UNSC. It's for their privy. It's focused heavily on the legal speak of those two countries and what they are missing, and why those institutions are in serious, serious trouble today. It's a fight against the royal family. It's a fight against the corruption of Justin Trudeau, Chrystia Freeland, Aaron O'Toole, Jagmeet Singh, Yves Blanchette, and the list goes on and on and on forever and a day through all the federal party leaders, almost all the provincial parties right across Canada. It's sick, it's gross. We have to wake up, we have to defeat it. This is the greatest fight in the world today, and I'm going to prove that this Sunday. I hope you all stay tuned for that paper. CTV is doing an excellent job. I'm pretty happy with the direction they're taking. It's just over and over and over. I haven't seen this activity with CTV since absolutely my election run, and that was only in Edmonton, Alberta. I did have extreme problems with Calgary CTV. There was a muzzle put on me. I wasn't happy, but them's the breaks. For whatever reason, the powers that be with CTV are following the truth, and I love it. I love it. But I'm not going to hold my breath for any medias, but this is encouraging, and I'm going to keep it up. Thanks, everybody. Share, share, share. Don't let foreign interests decide your fate as a country. Don't let island states, royal families, and far-off lands destroy you, because they are. And Chrystia Freeland, Justin Trudeau, Aaron O'Toole, Jagmeet Singh, all their shadow cabinets are all in on it. Don't be fooled. They will screw you over. Energy poverty. That's the name of the game. Transitioning to UK supply chains through the Bank of England. Very easy to chase the money as these corrupt academics led by Canada, which is world leader in NWO. You will find I have two academics originating from Canada, and they don't even work in Canada anymore. They've already found a home in the United States. That's why I can trust them. It's tough. It's tough. Very few remain in the University of Ottawa, University of Toronto. It's two now. And now officially Jordan Peterson's gone. He knows the score. This is for all of you. Share. You want to make a difference? You'll see this Sunday. That's the difference I'm making. That's the work I'm doing. Share it, live it, know it, follow this. It's very, very important for the future of all Canadians. Bye now.